Are you tired of feeling like a roller coaster of emotions, riding the highs and lows of life like it's a never-ending amusement park? Well, buckle up, because we've got a different kind of ride for you today. Welcome to the Stoic roller coaster, where the only dips and turns you'll experience are the ones you choose to take control of. In this video, we're diving headfirst into the ancient wisdom of Stoicism. But don't worry, there won't be any togas or laurel wreaths involved, unless you're into that sort of thing. Stoicism isn't just about looking cool in a robe, but mastering your emotions like a Zen ninja warrior. Join us on this epic quest as we uncover 13 Stoic lessons to master your emotions. From embracing challenges like they're your new best friends to cultivating gratitude like a master gardener tending to their emotional flower bed, we've got it all covered. And hey, who knows, maybe by the end of this video you'll be so emotionally stoic that you'll make even the ancient philosophers jealous. So grab your popcorn, get comfy, and prepare to embark on a journey of self-discovery that's as enlightening as it is entertaining. Stoicism. It's not just for old people with beards anymore. Lesson 1. Embrace challenges as opportunities. It's like being handed a lemon and turning it into a lemon-flavored party. Life throws us more curveballs than a confused pitcher in a baseball game. But hey, who said we can't hit them out of the park? Stoicism is like the ultimate cheerleader, urging us to see those challenges not as roadblocks, but as VIP passes to the school of hard knocks. Marcus Aurelius, the OG philosopher with a flair for words, once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." It's like he's saying, hey, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade and sell it for a profit. Imagine you're on that river, just chilling with your flow, and then bam, a boulder shows up uninvited. Do you stop and cry about it? No way! You flow around that boulder like it's a speed bump on your way to glory. That's Stoicism in action, my friends. It's about flexing those mental muscles and saying, I got this. And let's talk about losing a job. Sure, it stings like a bee with bad intentions, but guess what? That pink slip might just be the golden ticket to your dream career. Who needs a boring old 9-to-5 when you can discover your true calling or stumble upon a hidden talent for interpretive dance? The world is your oyster, my friend, and Stoicism is the lemon wedge you squeeze on top to make it extra zesty. So remember, the next time life throws you a curveball, don't duck and cover like it's the apocalypse. Stand tall, puff out your chest, and say, "Challenge accepted." Because in the end, it's not the problem that defines us. It's how we tackle it with a dash of humor, a sprinkle of resilience, and a whole lot of stoic swagger. Now go out there and show those challenges who's boss. Lesson 2. The power of reflective questions. The ancient art of asking yourself questions is so profound that even Socrates would raise an eyebrow in approval. Stoicism isn't just about flexing your philosophical muscles, it's about giving your brain a marathon workout, complete with emotional sweatbands and mental protein shakes. Stoicism encourages us to pause and reflect, especially in emotionally charged situations. A powerful question to ask ourselves is, will this matter in 5 years? This simple but profound inquiry helps us gain perspective, separating fleeting issues from those with long-term significance. It's like pressing the pause button on your personal drama series and asking the universe for a sneak peek into the future. Spoiler alert, most of today's problems will be tomorrow's forgotten sitcom reruns. But it's not just about predicting the future, it's about gaining perspective, like viewing life through a pair of cosmic binoculars. Suddenly, that spilled coffee or that missed deadline doesn't seem so catastrophic. It's like realizing you've been stressing over a puddle while the ocean of life awaits your exploration. Reflective questioning is like sprinkling patience dust over your frazzled nerves, calming the storm within and allowing you to weather life's hurricanes with grace and dignity. Reflective questioning is like having a mini philosophers convention in your head, complete with togas and epic debates about the meaning of life. So, my fellow seekers of Stoic serenity, let's raise our metaphorical glasses to the power of reflective questions. Here's to gaining perspective, nurturing patience, and approaching life's challenges with the calmness of a Zen master on a cloud. And remember, if you're finding these insights as refreshing as a summer breeze, Be sure to comment and share your thoughts below. After all, even Stoics need a little camaraderie on the journey to emotional mastery. Cheers to reflections, inquiries, and a lifetime of philosophical pondering. Lesson 3. Distinguishing between what we can and cannot control. Stoicism is like having your personal life coach, but instead of motivational speeches, it hits you with some hard truths wrapped in a toga. So imagine you're planning the ultimate outdoor extravaganza, complete with fairy lights, gourmet snacks, and maybe even a unicorn petting zoo. Because why not? But then, just as you're about to unveil your masterpiece to the world, Mother Nature decides to crash the party with a downpour of epic proportions. Now you could throw a tantrum to rival a toddler denied candy, or you could channel your inner Zen master and roll with the punches. Epictetus, the Stoic philosopher, said, "Some things are in our control and others not." It's like he's permitting us to let go of the steering wheel of life and just enjoy the ride. Sure, you can't control the weather, but you can control your reaction to it. So instead of cursing the clouds, why not break out the umbrellas and have a spontaneous dance party in the rain? By focusing on what we can control, our actions, thoughts, and responses, we become the masters of our destiny. We're like the superheroes of serenity, dodging stress bombs and deflecting negativity with ease. Lesson 4. The importance of reflection before action. You know, the ancient art of pressing the pause button on your emotions before they turn you into a human volcano spewing hot lava of regret. Stoicism is like having a built-in chill pill dispenser, reminding you to take a breather before unleashing giant rage. Picture this. You're staring at your screen, eyes bulging like a cartoon character as you read a scathing email from your boss. Your first instinct? Fire off a response that would make even a seasoned pirate blush? But hold on there, Captain Ragebeard. Stoicism swoops in like a cape-wearing superhero, urging you to take a chill pill and reflect before hitting send. In a world where instant gratification is king, Stoicism is the rebel with a cause, advocating for the lost art of pondering before pouncing. It's like having a wise old sage whispering in your ear, "Hey, maybe don't burn bridges before breakfast." So instead of unleashing the wrath of 1,000 suns on your keyboard, hit the pause button and reflect on your emotions, ponder the potential consequences, and maybe even throw in a few deep breaths for good measure. Who knows, you might just emerge from the chaos with your dignity intact and your inbox unscathed. Incorporating reflection into our daily lives enhances our decision-making, strengthens relationships, and cultivates a sense of calm and deliberation in a fast-paced world. Lesson 5. The practice of Stoic journaling. Stoic journaling is like therapy for the soul. You've got a notebook instead of a therapist, and you've got yourself, which is arguably cheaper but possibly less objective. So picture this. You're lounging on your couch, pen in hand, ready to spill the beans on your innermost thoughts and feelings. But instead of recounting your day like a boring play-by-play commentator, you dive deep into the murky waters of your psyche, searching for pearls of wisdom among the seaweed of your emotions. Marcus Aurelius, a journaling aficionado, showed us how it's done with his meditations. It's like he's saying, "Hey, why just write about what you had for breakfast when you could be contemplating the meaning of life?" By journaling, we're not just documenting our daily escapades. We're engaging in a full-blown conversation with ourselves. It's like having a therapy session with your brain, complete with deep sighs and occasional epiphanies. And let's not forget the cherry on top, self-improvement. By dissecting our thoughts and behaviors like a frog in a high school biology class, we uncover hidden patterns and nudges toward becoming our best selves. It's like personal growth on steroids, but without the pesky side effects. Stoic journaling is to explore the depths of our souls, one scribble at a time, and emerge wiser, stronger, and possibly with a slightly ink-stained hand. And remember, if these insights hit home like a well-aimed arrow. Lesson 6. Embracing non-attachment. Embracing non-attachment is like trying to juggle flaming torches while balancing on a unicycle. It sounds impossible, but with Stoicism, anything is possible, right? Non-attachment isn't just about floating through life like a Zen master on a cloud. It's about dodging emotional grenades like a ninja in a minefield. Picture this. You're watching a tearjerker movie, tissues in hand, ready to ride the emotional roller coaster of love, loss, and popcorn spills. But wait, there's a twist. You're also wearing your stoic superhero cape, reminding yourself that it's just a bunch of actors pretending to be sad. In real life, non-attachment means feeling the feelings without getting dragged into the emotional quicksand. It's like being the cool cucumber in a salad of chaos, calmly sipping your lemonade while everyone else is drowning in their tears. And let's talk relationships. With non-attachment as your wingman, you're like the smooth operator of social interactions, navigating conversations with the finesse of a diplomat and the charm of a stand-up comedian. So, my fellow Stoic superheroes, let's raise our metaphorical glasses to the practice of non-attachment. Here's to staying cool, calm, and collected in a world that's crazier than a clown convention. And remember, if these insights tickle your funny bone, be sure to share your experiences in the comments below. After all, even Stoics need a little laughter in the face of life's absurdity. In the next part, get ready to strap on your toga and dive headfirst into the final lessons of Stoicism. So grab your parchment and quill and prepare to share your thoughts in the comments below. Lesson 7. Cultivate gratitude for the present moment. Gratitude, the secret sauce of happiness that's been passed down through the ages like a prized family recipe. Stoicism, that ancient philosophy that's more timeless than a well-aged bottle of wine, knows a thing or two about savoring life's little moments. Like a connoisseur of contentment, savoring the subtle notes of joy in each sip of existence. Let's paint a picture, shall we? Picture this. You're lounging on your philosopher's throne, contemplating the mysteries of the universe. When suddenly it hits you like a lightning bolt of enlightenment. Gratitude is the key to true happiness. Seneca, that wise old sage of Stoicism, once said, "True happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future." So why wait for tomorrow to start counting your blessings when you can do it right now? Imagine waking up each morning and giving thanks for the fact that you're not a Roman gladiator fighting for your life in the Colosseum. Now that's something to be grateful for. This practice of gratitude is about building a fortress of contentment that's impervious to envy and dissatisfaction. Like constructing a castle out of marshmallows and rainbows in the face of a stormy sea of negativity. But gratitude isn't just about saying thank you and moving on with your day. It's about cultivating a mindset of abundance in a world that often seems intent on convincing us otherwise. It's like trying to grow a garden in the middle of a desert, nurturing each tiny seed of gratitude until it blooms into a lush oasis of joy and fulfillment. Stoicism, with its emphasis on living in harmony with the natural order of things, is the perfect fertilizer for such a garden. It's about finding beauty in the simplest of pleasures, like a warm cup of tea on a cold winter's day, or the sound of laughter echoing through the streets. It's about recognizing that happiness isn't some distant destination to be reached, but rather a journey to be savored with each step along the way. So, here's to gratitude, the unsung hero of happiness, the unsalted butter in the recipe of life, the cherry on top of the sundae of existence. In a world that often seems dark and chaotic, gratitude is the light that guides us home, the North Star in the vast expanse of the universe. Stoicism, with its timeless wisdom and unwavering resilience, is the map that leads us there, reminding us to be grateful for the journey itself, no matter where it may take us. So let's give thanks for the gift of gratitude, for it is truly the secret sauce that makes life worth savoring. Lesson 8. The value of perseverance. The value of perseverance, or as I like to call it, the marathon of life where the finish line keeps moving like a treadmill on steroids. Stoicism's all about flexing those mental muscles. And what better way to show off your brain gains than by enduring life's obstacle course with the grace of a ballerina and the determination of a toddler trying to open a cookie jar? Seneca knew about enduring hardships, he said. A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a person perfected without trials. so why not embrace the chaos and show life who's boss? After all, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger, right? This lesson isn't just about flexing your muscles. It's about building a mental fortress of resilience that's impervious to life's curveballs and sucker punches. Now let's dig deeper into the art of perseverance, shall we? It's not just about pushing through the tough times. It's about embracing the journey and finding meaning in the madness. Think of it like trying to assemble a piece of IKEA furniture without the instructions. Sure, it's frustrating as heck, but once you finally figure it out, you feel like a freaking genius. That's the magic of perseverance. It's not just about reaching the destination, it's about the journey and all the ridiculous detours along the way. So let's strap on our hiking boots and tackle life's uphill battles with the gusto of a kid in a candy store. After all, the view from the top is always worth the climb, even if you have to stop for snacks along the way. So here's to perseverance, my friends, and may your journey be filled with laughter, love, and plenty of unexpected detours. Lesson 9. Embracing change as a constant. In the grand symphony of life, change stands as the unrivaled maestro, conducting the ever-shifting melodies that shape our existence. Rather than futilely attempting to stem the tide of change, we are beckoned to embrace its fluidity, to dance harmoniously with its rhythms, and navigate its turbulent currents with grace and resilience. It is a call to surrender the rigid constructs of resistance and instead to flow effortlessly with the ebb and flow of life's ceaseless evolution. To embrace change is to embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation, a journey that demands courage, humility, and an unwavering commitment to growth. It requires us to relinquish our attachment to the familiar and the comfortable, daring to venture into the unknown terrain of possibility and potentiality. Through the lens of change, we are allowed to shed the constraints of stagnation and emerge reborn, like the proverbial phoenix rising from the ashes of our former selves. Central to the ethos of embracing change is the concept of acceptance, an acknowledgement of the impermanence of all things, and a willingness to surrender to the inexorable march of time. It is through acceptance that we cultivate the fertile soil from which resilience and adaptability flourish, enabling us to weather the storms of uncertainty with unwavering resolve. Like a sturdy oak tree swaying in the face of a raging tempest, we learn to bend without breaking, to yield without surrendering our essence. Yet acceptance alone is not sufficient. It must be accompanied by a steadfast commitment to adaptation, a willingness to evolve in response to the ever-changing landscape of our lives. Just as a chameleon effortlessly blends into its surroundings, so too must we learn to adjust our perspectives and behaviors to the shifting dynamics of our environment. It is through adaptation that we harness the transformative power of change, leveraging its inherent volatility to propel us toward new horizons of growth and enlightenment. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, time is likened to a river, a relentless torrent of events that flows ceaselessly onward, carrying us along its currents with unwavering momentum. To resist its pull is to fight against the very fabric of existence, to expend precious energy in a futile attempt to defy the natural order of things. Instead, we are encouraged to embrace the flow of time, to surrender to its inexorable force, and to greet each new moment with a sense of equanimity and acceptance. Lesson 10. Develop resilience in the face of adversity. Embracing change is not a passive act. It is an active engagement with the unfolding narrative of our lives. It requires us to cultivate a mindset of curiosity and wonder, to approach each new experience with open arms and an adventurous spirit. Like intrepid explorers charting uncharted territories, we must embrace the unknown with a sense of awe and reverence, trusting in the inherent wisdom of the universe to guide us on our journey. In essence, to embrace change is to embrace life itself, to revel in its myriad complexities, to savor its fleeting moments, and to embrace the ever-unfolding tapestry of our shared human experience. It is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit, a celebration of our capacity to adapt, evolve, and thrive in the face of adversity. Developing resilience, Stoic style is like trying to juggle flaming torches while riding a unicycle on a tightrope suspended over a pit of hungry lions. Utterly ridiculous, yet strangely exhilarating. It's about finding your inner Zen master amidst the chaos of everyday life, like a Buddhist monk trying to meditate in the middle of a rock concert. But hey, at least you've got the wisdom of the ages on your side, courtesy of Seneca, Epictetus, and Marcus Aurelius. So here's to embracing adversity with the nonchalant shrug of a toga-clad sage, facing life's challenges with the panache of a circus performer, and never letting a little thunderbolt rain on your parade. And if all else fails, at least you'll have a good story to tell at the next toga party. Lesson 11. Nurture inner peace through mindfulness. The power of mindfulness, or as I like to call it, the art of not tripping over your shoelaces while walking down the street. Stoicism has this whole spiel about mindfulness. Basically, paying attention to the present moment without getting distracted by your to-do list or the latest cat meme trending on social media. It's like trying to meditate in the middle of a crowded subway station. Challenging, but not entirely impossible if you can drown out the cacophony of noise around you. So, here we are, encouraged to live in the moment, to soak up the present like a sponge in a bathtub full of bubbles. Mindfulness is all about embracing the now, which is great and all until you realize you left your keys in the fridge and your phone in the oven because you were too busy living in the moment. But hey, at least you're appreciating the beauty of each fleeting second, right? At least you're fully present in the moment, even if that moment involves frantically searching for a fire extinguisher. Mindfulness allows us to experience life more fully, they say. Despite the occasional mishaps and comedic misadventures, there's a certain charm to living in the moment. Here's to mindfulness. Lesson 12. Foster empathy and understanding towards others. In addition to the conceptual notions of unity and social duty on a large scale, Stoicism promotes empathy and understanding in our interpersonal relationships. Of chief importance is the ability to listen to others in a way that acknowledges their values, beliefs, and autonomy. Marcus Aurelius writes, "Acquire the habit of attending carefully to what is being said by another, and of entering, so far as possible, into the mind of the speaker." Such is the power of empathy, or the ability to deeply understand and feel the experience of another human being. By entering the mind of the speaker, you practice a crucial skill that is beneficial to all human relationships. In conversation, one should attend closely to what is being said, and concerning every impulse, attend to what arises from it. In the latter case, to see from the first what end it has in view, and the former, to keep a careful watch on what people are meaning to say. Marcus Aurelius, Meditations 7-4. While many are just waiting for their turn to talk, the Stoic considers not only the words being said, but also the thoughts and emotions from which they surface. This is the art of listening, which fosters understanding and connection between ourselves and others. When faced with people who have behaved unjustly or wrongly in some way, Marcus Aurelius has more advice. "No soul," he writes, "is willingly deprived of the truth," and the same applies to justice too, and temperance, and benevolence, and everything of the kind. It is most necessary that you should constantly keep this in mind, for you will then be gentler towards everyone. 7:6-3. Stoicism once more advises us to turn attention to our own conduct and internal experience, rather than dwelling on the actions of others, over which we have no control. If others behave unjustly, it is either unintentional or they must harness some anger toward humanity. It's important for us not to feel the same animosity toward them as they feel toward others. As Epictetus would advise, the best revenge against others is not to be like them. So let us preserve our tranquility, even throughout the turbulences of human interactions and interpersonal relationships. Doing so will help us better perform our social duties toward others while remembering the Stoic truth that our power lies not in the situations we experience, but in our responses to them. Lesson 13. Finding freedom in acceptance. Brace yourselves for the last journey, finding freedom in acceptance. Sometimes it's like trying to teach a flamingo to tap dance. Awkward, absurd, and utterly delightful once you get into the rhythm of it. The final lesson from Stoicism is a course in the fine art of acceptance, a practice that's as elusive as catching but just as liberating once you finally master it. This lesson teaches us that there is immense freedom in accepting what we cannot control. By distinguishing between our sphere of influence and the events beyond our control, we free ourselves from unnecessary emotional turmoil, like trying to keep our toga clean at a mud wrestling match. It's not about being passive or resigned to fate, but rather a conscious acknowledgement of life's unpredictability, like trying to predict the weather in the middle of a thunderstorm. In acceptance, there is peace, a serene acknowledgement that not everything is in our hands, but we can always control our responses, like a seasoned juggler keeping a dozen flaming torches aloft with nothing but sheer determination and a healthy dose of absurdity. So, here's to finding freedom in acceptance, Stoic style. Because sometimes the best way to navigate the chaos of life is to throw your hands up in the air and let the universe do its thing. Reflect on these lessons, apply them, and watch as they transform your approach to challenges, change, and personal growth. It's like adding rocket fuel to your emotional rocket ship and blasting off into the stratosphere of self-improvement. Which of the 13 Stoic lessons tickled your philosophical fancy the most? Have you had any experiences where Stoic principles have rescued you from the depths of emotional turmoil? Stay curious, stay motivated, and let Stoicism be your guiding light in the stormy seas of life. Toga on, my friends.